Think back. How many times have you sent message after message only to be met with silence? You tell yourself that she still hasn't understood your sincerity, so you continue pushing even harder, only to drive her further away. The distance between the two of you grows, but you still wonder why. If you've ever been in this situation, then this video is for you, and I'm here to talk about it with you. The harsh truth is that you've unknowingly turned yourself into someone who isn't a priority. You've given everything without expecting anything in return, and that has made you the least attractive option. And that's why she's seeking happiness elsewhere. The problem isn't you, it's in how you approach love. You've made everything too easy, too convenient, to the point where she no longer sees anything special about you. The nature of people is that they don't appreciate what they can have without effort. So, how do you change the game? How do you go from being just an ordinary choice to someone she cannot afford to lose? The answer lies within you. Stop acting as if you need her to feel complete. Stop chasing, begging, or waiting for her to recognize your value. Instead, show her that you can be happy, successful, and confident even without her. I'm not suggesting that you treat her poorly. Rudeness is simply a sign of weakness. What I want to emphasize is this: treat yourself better. Women don't want a man who is always obedient and submissive. They desire a man who is strong, independent, and living his own life. Instinctively, they are drawn to men who are in control of their own lives. And that is exactly what we're going to explore in today's video. Join me on this journey of transformation, moving from the backup position to becoming the man she desires, the man she cannot walk away from. Are you ready to start a revolution in your mindset that will completely change how you view yourself and love? No cheap psychological tricks, no fake personas. The secret lies in inner strength forged over thousands of years. Stoicism. Wait, you might ask, what does an ancient philosophy have to do with dating? The answer? Everything. Stoicism does not teach you to suppress your emotions or become a heartless machine. It gives you the strength to master your emotions, to become the kind of man who stands firm amid the storms of life. Imagine not being swept away by fleeting emotions, remaining calm and composed no matter what happens. That's when you truly shine. She will be drawn to you, not because of flowery words or forced smiles, but because you are a strong, confident man who doesn't seek validation from anyone. In this video, we will dive deep into why excessive forgiveness and overwhelming affection can backfire, and how finding the right balance is the key to keeping the flame of love alive. By combining Stoic wisdom with practical relationship insights, we will show you how emotional mastery can make you a more attractive and grounded partner. So, if you're ready to unlock the code of love and discover how ancient Stoic principles can level up your love life, then you're in the right place. This isn't ordinary relationship advice. It's a mindset shift that can change everything about how you connect with others. Let's get started. The first reason: availability is often undervalued. First, I want you to forget the idea that winning a woman's heart is about completing a checklist of ideal height, impressive income, or handsome looks. These factors may create a good first impression, but they can't keep her around for long. The secret lies in the emotions you evoke in her. Let every moment with you be a symphony of emotions: excitement, thrill, peace, and sometimes even intriguing challenges. Don't let yourself become boring and predictable. If you only focus on superficial appearances, you become like a beautifully presented dish that lacks flavor, attractive at first sight but quickly forgotten. Be the man who awakens her deepest emotions, so that every time she is with you, her heart beats with passion. There is an old saying, too much of a good thing can become bad, and this applies perfectly to availability. When a man is always available, always ready to drop everything for her, it can have an unintended effect. While being available might initially bring comfort, over time it starts to feel suffocating. The modern woman who often juggles her own responsibilities and ambitions values her own space and expects the same from her partner. The paradox here is that availability, when overdone, can erode the very attraction you are trying to build. Women are drawn to men who have purpose and drive, which naturally limits their availability. This is not about pretending to be busy or playing games. It's about genuinely investing in your own life and goals to the point where your time becomes precious. Imagine endlessly trying to impress her, doing everything possible to insert yourself into her life, but the result is the complete opposite. You are ignored, overlooked, or worse, treated as a backup option. But here's the key. You do not need her approval. The approval you truly need is from yourself. Face this reality. If you act as if you are easily replaceable, that is exactly how you will be treated. Have you ever wondered why she seems not to value you? The secret is, you've given her the key to control the relationship. You've been too generous with your kindness and dedication to the point where she assumes you will always be there, no matter what. Whether she cancels plans, breaks promises, or even disappears for a while, you're still there, patiently waiting. You have unintentionally turned yourself into the safety net, the backup plan for when everything else fails. Be honest with yourself. If you truly have value, would you accept being treated this way? Confident men who know their worth would never allow themselves to be disrespected. The problem isn't her, it's you. You have given her full control, making yourself too easy, too accessible, and thus not attractive. She might even be chasing another man whom she sees as more valuable, someone who might not give her time. But when he doesn't respond, she knows she can always turn to you, the one waiting with open arms. Instead of constantly trying to win her over, try changing your perspective. How can you become a truly attractive man? This subtle shift brings about a significant change. You're no longer chasing validation from others. Instead, you are focusing on building yourself from within, creating value that shines outward. Remember, you deserve to be respected and valued. Don't lower yourself by accepting the role of the backup. Begin your journey of self-improvement to become the man that she and the world will admire. The second reason, in the eyes of women, nice guys are weak. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to treat her poorly or act like a jerk, but the truth is, women do not respect men who are always available and too eager to please. Respect comes from scarcity. When something is rare, it becomes valuable. If you always respond to her messages immediately, are always the one to initiate calls, and always agree to whatever she wants, how can she respect you if you don't even respect your own time? Stop being a doormat. If she doesn't appreciate you, show her that you have your own life, a complete life that doesn't revolve around her. When you do this, you stop being the backup option. You become someone she wants to pursue. For instance, if she invites you out at the last minute, but you already have other plans, politely decline instead of canceling your plans. This not only shows that you have your own life, but also subtly emphasizes that your time is valuable. This approach applies not only to romantic relationships, but to all aspects of life. If you are always the backup in personal or professional relationships, it's likely that you are prioritizing others' needs over your own. Ask yourself, why do you always agree to work overtime when your colleague could finish the task too? Or why do you always concede in situations when you actually want the opposite? These actions send the message that you are easily taken advantage of and do not respect yourself. Society often teaches that kindness, availability, and flexibility will help you get what you want, but reality is different. In the world of relationships, men who are too easy to access are often the ones left behind. It's not that kindness is wrong, but being too agreeable and always accommodating others gives off an impression of weakness. It shows that you do not value yourself. And if you don't value yourself, how can you expect others to value you? The third reason. Women's instinct is to seek a high-value man. Since ancient times, women have been programmed to seek out the strongest and highest value mate in the group. This is not about being calculating or materialistic. It is a primal survival instinct aimed at ensuring the best possible safety and future for their potential offspring. This instinct, as old as humanity itself, subtly guides her choices, even if she's not always consciously aware of it. You might think that showing utmost care and putting her at the center of your universe will win her heart, but the truth is often the opposite. When you invest too much too soon, it inadvertently triggers the alarm bells in her subconscious. Is he really the best choice? Why doesn't he seem like the men who have other options? Hypergamy, the instinct to seek higher value, drives her to look for signs of strength and worth, and over-eagerness can be interpreted as a lack of those qualities. Imagine a seemingly perfect guy, successful, handsome, confident. He begins pursuing a girl, texting constantly, rearranging his schedule to meet her, putting her first even though the relationship isn't yet established. Ironically, he's devaluing himself. His actions, instead of exuding confidence and strength, suggest neediness and desperation. And that's when she starts pulling away. Don't be too quick to judge her as a bad person. She's simply acting on instinct, seeking a partner she feels is strong and capable. Hypergamy isn't about seeking deep pockets of fancy cars. It's about being attracted to a man who exudes confidence, strength, and the ability to grow independently. The Stoic concept of amor fati, love of fate, teaches us to accept and love everything that happens in life, including instincts that are beyond our control. Instead of resisting hypergamy or resenting women for it, accept it as part of human nature. You cannot control her preferences or her subconscious motivations, but you can completely control how you react. This means that to truly attract women, you have to start by becoming self-reliant. Build a solid sense of self-worth, a worth that doesn't waver based on external praise or criticism. When you embody this Stoic principle, you become the kind of man who doesn't need validation from anyone to affirm his existence. You are confident in your abilities, your path, and your decisions. This independence radiates a powerful attraction as it shows you are strong, steady in the face of adversity, and not easily crushed under pressure. Women seek a partner, not an unfinished project. They don't want to take on another burden. Someone weak who always needs to be shielded and comforted. They long for a man who can walk beside them, or even lead when necessary. If you constantly seek her approval, you inadvertently turn yourself into a burden, rather than a reliable partner. Focus on developing yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Be a warm, caring man without losing your own individuality. Show her that you appreciate her, but also that you are strong enough to stand firm on your own path. When you cultivate inner resilience and independence, you will naturally become the ideal partner she dreams of. You no longer remain just one of many men trying to capture her attention. You are the one she wants to be with because she knows you have the strength to protect and walk with her through all of life's storms. Now, take some time to reflect on these things. Understanding the immense power of inner strength compared to external attachments can change not only how you approach relationships, but also how you see yourself. If you are ready for this powerful transformation, I invite you to pause for a moment and tell yourself, I am strong, confident, and self-reliant. This affirmation acknowledges your true value, independent of anyone else. It is a powerful reminder that your strength and confidence come from within, not from the validation of others. Write it out, let it echo in your mind, and let it become the foundation for the confident man you are becoming. The fourth reason, your withdrawal creates fresh emotions for her. Have you ever wondered why a woman might be completely enamored with a man who doesn't have the most handsome looks, the fanciest car, or the biggest bank account? The secret lies in the ability to evoke unique emotions. He is an interesting mystery, unpredictable, creating memorable moments that are etched into her mind. He understands that true attraction doesn't come from meeting a checklist of ideal standards, but from the ability to create deep emotional connections. On the other hand, you may be the ideal type, tall, athletic, successful in your career, but if your interactions with her are monotonous, predictable, and fail to evoke a range of emotions, eventually she will become bored. Don't rush to blame her for being shallow or demanding. Female attraction is not based on logic, but rather on the emotions they experience when they're with you. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you need to measure up in terms of appearance, wealth, or status to win her heart. The truth is, even if you have all those things but don't understand the importance of emotional connection, you will still struggle in relationships. Women are very perceptive. They can easily tell when a man is trying to show off with his accomplishments rather than genuinely connecting with her. This only creates a hollow feeling and makes her think you're more interested in impressing her than in truly bonding with her. Imagine this. Before, you were always there, a familiar presence, an irreplaceable companion. You were the one listening to all her joys and sorrows, always there when she needed you. But then one day, your presence starts to fade away, disappearing into silence. What happens then? That absence isn't just a physical void. It's the disappearance of a special energy you used to bring. It's like a familiar background tune. Only when it stops do people realize its importance in their lives. When you're always present, your existence is easily taken for granted, but when you suddenly step back, that absence becomes a quiet call. She will begin to notice the difference, wondering what has changed. Imagine a normal day when she suddenly realizes she hasn't heard from you for a while. No messages, no calls. At first, it might just be a fleeting thought, but soon that absence becomes more pronounced, creeping into moments she once overlooked. Eventually, she will have to ask herself, why did he pull away? Where is he? That question, along with curiosity, will turn into the realization that your presence in her life was more important than she had thought. While she's lost in the void created by your absence, you embark on an inspiring journey for yourself. Instead of waiting in vain, you turn no contact into an opportunity for rebirth. You're no longer the man who lives for others' validation, but the man conquering new heights for yourself. You begin exploring hidden aspects of your soul, rediscovering old passions, and shaping a stronger, more radiant version of yourself. As Marcus Aurelius once said, your happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts. You understand that happiness doesn't come from things out there, but from how you face life. With every step you take, you plant positive seeds in your mind and nurture them with perseverance, gratitude, and a desire for growth. These days, you aren't just living, you're evolving, transforming into the proudest version of yourself. And then, when that void is big enough, when what you bring becomes irreplaceable, she will realize that you weren't just a part of her life, you were the one who made everything complete. But by then, you are no longer just the one waiting for her validation. You are the one who found your own value and stands firm in the light that you created. Not only will this make her appreciate you more, but it will also allow you to take pride in yourself, no matter the outcome. The fifth reason, women love living in fantasy. Have you ever wondered why women are often attracted to romantic and adventurous stories filled with unexpected twists, thrilling moments, and unrevealed mysteries? It's because such stories ignite in them a feeling of being alive, experiencing an emotional journey full of vivid colors. These stories are never mapped out from the beginning. They are like winding paths with what-if questions, dramatic climaxes, and unpredictable moments. It's precisely this uncertainty, the thrill of not knowing what will happen next, that draws them in, much like a thrilling novel they cannot put down. In a relationship, when you allow yourself to become too predictable or always available, you inadvertently remove the element of surprise and excitement. You become like a book she has read from cover to cover, a familiar story that might provide comfort, but no longer holds enough intrigue to spark her imagination or evoke strong emotions. Each time she calls, you are immediately there. Whenever she needs something, you drop everything to be there. You become like a safe schedule, a known answer. Instead of creating anticipation or a desire to understand you more deeply, you unintentionally make yourself a familiar choice, steady but lacking passion. Stoics believe that a life worth living is a vibrant journey where we dare to face challenges, embrace difficulties, and pursue our passions with purpose. As the philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that things are difficult." In relationships, this means you need to dare to live a life that is not just safe, but also full of excitement and adventure. When you pursue your own path, build personal goals, and explore your own passions, you naturally create a mysterious allure. It's not about pretending to be distant, but about becoming a genuinely lively, free, and energetic person. Think about it. When you dare to step out of your comfort zone, you not only discover yourself, but also make her want to discover you. A man with an adventurous spirit, ready to accept challenges and continuously grow, will naturally become the center of attention. This does not require you to play mind games or pretend to create a mysterious facade. True allure comes from living an inspired life where each day offers new opportunities to learn, grow, and experience. Remember, women are not just looking for stability, although that's important. They also crave the thrill of being part of an exciting journey. They want a man who can lead them through new experiences, who can make them feel alive and full of emotions. When you live a full, exciting, and authentic life, she will not just want to be a part of your story. She will yearn to write the next chapter with you, where anything can happen. So, don't let your relationship become a dull routine or a series of predictable days. Instead, focus on living as authentically, powerfully, and adventurously as possible. In doing so, you not only attract her, but also become the man you've always wanted to be. A man who is not just a safe haven, but a powerful wind that carries the promise of unpredictable and thrilling adventures. The sixth reason, the power of emotional detachment. Here's a harsh reality. The moment she realizes she can control your emotions, she holds the power. If she can make you anxious, jealous, or desperate simply by ignoring your messages or canceling plans, you've given her the upper hand. But when you maintain emotional detachment and don't react to her tests or games, you regain control over yourself. Imagine you're texting a girl, and suddenly she becomes distant, giving short replies, no longer sending sweet messages or using emoticons like before. Most men would immediately panic, wondering what they did wrong, and try to analyze every detail of the prior conversation. But you are different. Why? Because you understand that her behavior might have nothing to do with you. It could be her own issue. Emotional detachment means you remain calm and confident no matter what happens. If she doesn't reply to your messages, it's okay. You have other things to do. If she cancels plans at the last minute, it's not a problem. You can continue with your own plans. You are not affected by her actions because your happiness doesn't depend on her. This is how you become irresistibly attractive, by becoming the man whose emotions aren't easily influenced by others. For example, let's say you and she have made plans for the weekend, but she cancels at the last minute without providing a clear reason. Instead of showing disappointment or trying to convince her to change her decision, you respond politely and move on with your own plans. You could meet friends, watch a movie, or even enjoy a relaxing evening on your own. You show her that you value yourself and that you have a full, independent life. And this realization will make her want to spend more time getting to know you. And when you act this way, you not only show that you are self-sufficient, but also send a powerful message. You are not easily swayed by someone else's mood swings. This isn't about being cold or distant. It's about having self-respect and inner confidence. qualities that are incredibly attractive to anyone. Women are drawn to men who know who they are, know what they want, and don't let their emotions be easily manipulated by others. Interestingly, when you maintain emotional detachment, you also create an aura of mysterious charm. She will begin to wonder, why doesn't he react like everyone else? Why isn't he trying to chase or seek my attention? This curiosity will make her want to learn more about you, to explore you further. It's not that you're intentionally playing games. You're simply showing her that you have value and that your life doesn't revolve around her. This self-retreat also helps you establish a more sustainable foundation in the relationship. Instead of making her feel that you are always ready to do anything for her, which easily leads to disdain and boredom, you show her that you respect yourself and set healthy boundaries. These boundaries not only protect you, but also help her see you as a strong, independent man, capable of leading and supporting in any situation. Moreover, emotional detachment doesn't mean you can't express affection or care. Instead, it allows you to act from a place of calm and confidence rather than lack or insecurity. For instance, when you spend time with her, you are genuinely present and enjoy the moment without worrying about what she thinks or whether you're doing well enough. This not only makes you feel more comfortable, but also allows her to sense that you truly cherish the time together. And then, if she wants to return or invest more in the relationship, you have already created a solid foundation to build a bond based on respect and admiration, not dependency or control. A healthy relationship is one where both individuals have room to grow, and by maintaining your emotional independence, you bring value not only to yourself, but also inspire her to do the same. Remember, what truly makes you stand out is not doing what she expects, but daring to live by your values and principles. When you live this way, you not only attract her, but also invite wonderful things into your life. Self-retrieve, independence, and a heart full of passion for life are the keys to not just becoming the man she wants, but the man you are proud to be. So, why do women leave men who care deeply for them? It's not because they don't need love or care, but because the way those men show it unintentionally strips away the attraction and balance in the relationship. Caring is necessary, but it must be accompanied by self-respect, independence, and a rich life beyond love. Remember, women do not want a man who lives only for them. They want a man who lives with purpose, who has value, and knows how to lead his own life. When you put yourself first, not out of selfishness, but for growth, you naturally attract the woman who is truly right for you. So, focus on becoming the best version of yourself, not just for her, but for you. When you achieve that, love, true love, will find its way to you. Thank you for watching, and if you found this content helpful, please share and subscribe so you won't miss upcoming videos. See you next time.